Oh, well. We'll let people populate.
What's up, everyone?
Hi. Oh, we might need a little more lighting here, don't we?
Yeah, I thought so.
Cloudy windows.
Why am I not
Don't turn
muted?
that light on.
Okay.
Can everybody hear us? I hope so.
Hey, Jody.
You said we were muted?
No, I'm just making sure the computer was muted. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I know it's been a while. Can you guys, is the sound okay? Make sure we can hear you because we don't have our sound on. Just give us a quick thumbs up. There it's
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Where
we've been, what's going on.
What's up, everyone?
Awesome,
Come on
I can
in.
hear us.
Good.
Yay.
It's been quite some time. So we have we went through a lot in the past 5 months. We're going to talk about all of it and get back into YouTube again.
Start
going. What we're going to do now is we're going to just go through what we've been going on, and then we're going to give you guys questions and answers at the end. So if you have questions, hold them till we're done going through everything, and then we will take your questions and go from there. I know you love emojis. They are back.
Okay, so me first.
Go for it.
So I know last year I talked briefly and mentioned a few times how
Moving around.
I had many complications postpartum after having Tiberius, and I was going through a lot physically. I have 4 different specialists that I see. I've had procedures done in the fall, in September and October. I had a major procedure going on with my legs. And I recovered from that. And then came the holidays. Yep. And I had surgery scheduled in the middle of January.
She got a hernia in November, and she was in quite some pain. I got real worried. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, because all my ab muscles in the middle, I guess, were all stretched out from baby.
It's a common thing we found out. So It is common that it happens.
So I had surgery scheduled for that. And what really sucked was, we were going into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I was after going through all these procedures and specialists, which are still going on, kind of it was starting to get me down really bad. And I decided to focus on family during the holidays. And then directly afterwards, I was like, I need to get better.
Yeah.
I need to help myself, and be well. And it was a difficult January. When I was out of surgery, I couldn't hold my baby. I couldn't pick him up. I couldn't pick him up.
It was too heavy for her to pick up.
They said I couldn't pick him up for 2 weeks. So a lot fell on Jay. Even just to hold my baby and hug him, and he's crying, I would have to have him put him on my lap because I had to recover. I had to get better, and I know that was a huge strain on you.
It was,
I know that was huge strain on you. And so I was recovering, and then in February. We were like, okay, we're going to go back on YouTube at the end of February after we get back from your dad's. His dad's 60th birthday.
70th birthday. We went out and surprised him. We drove out there. He didn't know we were coming. We drove out to Cincinnati to surprise him for his birthday. It was a great time.
And just buoy our spirits.
And reset a little bit. Yeah, get reset and get back to... Because while she was going through all that, I know a lot of you guys might, or some of you guys might not know it. Some of you do, depending on how long you followed us for, but I have bipolar disorder. And this whole situation kind of threw me into a deep depression almost.
First the holidays.
Yeah, first the holidays and going through all the surgery and all everything coming up to it. So I ended up going way down, and it was getting tough to function for a little while. We were worried about the business at one point because she was out of commission, and I was having trouble keeping up with everything because of the depression that I was in. So
we figured, seeing family. You and your dad, you miss your dad so much, and I just knew that driving out to Ohio would help you on an upswing.
Yeah.
And it did. And we had a great time. I was feeling so much better. I still have a long road to go. Mm-hmm. I still have stuff to do. And then we came back from Cincinnati.
And COVID hit.
No, you had a cold.
Oh, that's right, the cold.
So the first like week and a couple days, like a little over a week, Jay was sick like the very next day. I thought it was just kind of like a jet lag, but car lag, you know, like you're traveling and you're just kind of like, no, he got something on the road.
For a week it lasted. Both of us were sick.
Then I got staggered,
yeah.
You know, and then I got sick, and then the baby was sick. So then I'm sick, he's recovering. We're taking care of like a sick baby. And so we were already like, we self-quarantined for that like a little over a week because we were all just like out of commission. We were just like, and our big plan was come back from Cincinnati.
Yeah, and that was right when all this stuff was starting, all the crazy stuff that's going on right now.
And then entered the Rona. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, right after.
We don't think it was coronavirus, but who knows, you know.
Yeah, I guess who knows. But I know, you know, it was really hard for you. I saw how hard, and it was hard for me physically, and it was hard for you mentally. So we had to focus. We had to focus on our well-being.
Yep.
And you know, whether it was physical and whether it was mental. And it's hard too because
did a little tune up with the doctor. We got the medicine in order, so I'm back to normal again. So it was hard.
His doctor, around the same time I was going through all my leg procedures, right before the holidays.
Yeah.
His doctor had decided to not switch a drug, but adjust a dose. Remember, she put you on it every other day, and we knew pretty quickly. Like we've been together for 15 years, so I've seen like the ups, downs, highs, and lows of your bipolar, and so it's like she switched something. She thought, obviously, doctors think it's going to be for the better. It's going to
be for the better,
you know.
Yeah.
But we saw that it wasn't. And unfortunately, like when you start tinkering with something that was somewhat working, and you take something away, it's hard for it to get back to exactly where it was. And then the holidays happen.
Yep.
And then your doctor retired. and he's just
out of nowhere.
Yes, she's just like, oh, retiring. I'm passing your files on. So it was kind of like this weird area where it's like he was saying, hey, I need to change my prescription, but she's like, oh, I'm just gonna call in your refills, and then the next appointment she was just like, oh, I'm just not working anymore. So that was like the worst timing ever.
Yes, it was.
You know, and then the new doctor that you like, you do like, I think you do like this new doctor.
Yeah, she's great.
You know, you're not just gonna bust in on the first appointment and be like, hey, I need new medicine, you know, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that do that, like that like kind of like try to get medicine, but you know, like she had to know you.
Yeah,
she had to like figure you out. But yeah, it and me and the family, I'm always trying to like be positive and be upbeat, and it was really hard to help him stay even because I wasn't even. And it's also hard for me to describe how I view his bipolar. It's very hard for me to express those in words, but 15 years of it is like a little ocean wave up and down. Like everybody has good days, everybody has bad days, and it's just kind of like a ripple effect, like going through the ocean, you know? But then there's bigger mountains, you know, when you scoop all the way up. And sometimes when we were in Cincinnati and you pulled yourself out of a little bit of a funk, and all of a sudden we got sick, and then COVID happened. Like you went from an extreme high to an extreme low, and it's been hard. You know, COVID-19 happened, and people who aren't diagnosed with mental illness, who don't
extreme anxiety and all that stuff now.
They're feeling things that you feel on a daily basis. You know,
but this stuff has also intensified my anxiety to a degree. So I'm still going through it, and but we're working through it, and it works. It's
and physically
surviving.
Me, I've recovered from the surgery. I'm at the point where it's now maintenance, and like it's phase 2 in my head, and it's hard to explain that. But you know, and now that COVID happened, a lot of our doctor's appointments aren't happening. My next phase 2 has kind of been pushed over. And it's been like a really hard time for us to do all this, and raise a baby who is now 15 months old
and walking and almost talking
and babbling.
I want him to talk, but he hasn't yet.
Like all of a sudden there's like, oh, and he's tall. He's in the 99th
Besides the dad.
And he's a tall baby. He's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
He's tall.
So yeah, that was the bad news. Now the good news. Well, the good news is we're back. We're gonna
time frame. Let's talk about time.
Yeah, why we're here now. We're here at 1:30. We gotta switch our schedule up. It's just with the baby.
He's too active.
He's very active. He goes to bed at 8:00, and once he goes to bed, we don't want to wake him up. So we're gonna work with a schedule. We're gonna take a poll with you guys. In fact, everyone that's here now, what are some times? Just throw them in the comments. What are some times for you guys that are best times to catch a live stream during the day? And even if it's possible, I know it's possible for everyone or a lot of people right now because of COVID and everything's shut down. But once stuff starts opening up again, what's a good time for all you guys? We have sometimes throughout the day. We want to get it done earlier than later.
We were trying this because nap time.
Nap time is a good time for us
because he's active. You know, as any 15-month-old would be active. You know, it's not when he was like 4 or 5 months, like, okay, little baby, go in your bouncer, go here, when they just kind of zone out. Like, he's learning, he's experimenting, he's walking, and, you know, you don't want to take that away from him, and you don't want to confine him and be like, oh, mom and daddy got to go on YouTube. Bye-bye, baby. You know, no, I don't want that. We're trying to find a medium, a happy middle, so everybody's happy. Too central. Okay.
Any time of the day, I like to hear that before 9 p.m.
Oh, teacher.
It's Elisa. That's right. Are you guys closed all season? For the rest of the year, you're closed. They just closed us down.
They just closed all of our schools for the rest of the year. Yep, in Connecticut. Mm-hmm.
So it's a crazy time right now.
Yeah.
But we've been keeping up with Poshmark. We've been moving.
Now, one thing we had done before all the shit hit the fan for us, is we were experimenting a little bit with our closets. And one of the things is we had hired our VA to not just share our closet, but to merge our closets. Mm-hmm. We were trying to see what would happen if we completely doubled our numbers in a single closet, because everyone says the more active listings you have, the better your sales, yada yada. So instead of having like 500, 600, 500, like whatever it was, and we merged them together. And at first, it was fine.
Yep.
You know, and we merged them into my closet. My closet's been active since 2013. I have a crap ton more followers. Think of what you want with that.
It took some time to move the men's stuff and get men's stuff moving.
However, the first full quarter that I had everything in one closet in the Pink Flamingo BTQ, men's sales were up 17% from just his. And I can't tell if it's just what it is, like, you know, people were just buying it, or if it was because we merged the closets. I don't have enough data to know that, you know, but who's going to complain about that? It's also a little bit easier for us to manage.
Much easier to manage one closet. When we were both getting close to 500 listings apiece, so when we merged, it just saves a lot of time. Now we can share women's stuff at one point, men's stuff at another point, and then the whole closet at one point, and just go from there. So it makes it a lot easier to manage than sharing 2 closets 4 times a day. And
we do have a VA, but we also do our own. Like, we hire them out, you know, not every single day. But, you know, there's times like it's our job, like, share a closet. So now that it's in one, you know, we kind of rock, paper, scissors that. Who's up for sharing now? I've been losing. Stop choosing paper. Yeah, so what was a temporary thing where we were like, oh, we're going to try this out, see what happens. Now it's a permanent thing. Mm-hmm. The only thing we have to really decide is what to do with your closet, because what was happening with the VA, which is what we discussed,
everything is not for sale.
She was going into the closet, and there wasn't on vacation mode because she had to do it in clumps. She had all these listings. So she had to go in, screenshot, copy, paste. And every time she did that, she would make it not for sale. And then she would like batch over into my closet. So she was constantly logging out, logging in, and she did a great job. She did it in 5 days?
5 days.
5 days. Yep. You know, so because we didn't want to overload Poshmark either, because, you know, if you just list 500 things in a day, like, you might just get shadow banned like so quick. Like, who are you and how can you list that much so fast, you know? So we didn't want anything messing with the algorithm or possibly getting like shadow banned or anything like that. Yeah. So she staggered them in groups. And, you know, yours are still all not for sale, and it's not vacation mode. It's not like, okay, take one button. It would have to be going into every single listing and either deleting it. Now, some of those listings have sold in my closet, so I'm not sure if we should just go in and delete your closet, because then we have to decide.
We'll figure it out.
We have to figure it out, because there's stuff in your closet that's not for sale that has already long been gone and sold.
Oh, Jody says there's a schedule for YouTube resellers. That's pretty cool. There are over 60 live shows per week. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. Take that.
I can find it.
Yeah, just take that down.
Keep talking.
So how's that? So for you guys, how's Poshmark been going for you guys with all this stuff? I know it's been super impossible for us to get our hands on product. We found ways to do it, but it's been slow going. Obviously, the thrift stores are all shut down around here. We haven't gone sourcing since the second week in March.
And we were going to right when we came back from Cincinnati. We had and we were first going to go to ThredUp. They have some stores. It's kind of like a bins.
There was one on the way home from Cincinnati in Mechanicsburg.
But they had very random hours.
Weird hours, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, well, we have to, we drive through Pennsylvania. Obviously, would have been a detour, but they weren't open. So we were like, oh, we'll just go spend all, and we'll go sourcing. And then we were sick. And then
so we got just got out to source and went through that quick. Luckily, I had a dead stock in the house from last summer. I haven't gotten I didn't get anything listed. I'm not as much. I'm sorry, I got stuff listed, but not as much as I wanted to last summer. So I had a lot of shorts and short sleeve shirts and polos left over, which are sustaining me through this time. We've also been putting posts out on our Next Door app. People who have been doing their spring cleaning have been donating that are donating their clothes. We've gotten contacted about 5 or 6 times from people there who handed us bags of clothing. Made $20-$30 here and there off of that stuff. It's not all stuff we can sell. We're going to redonate it, and we take obviously what we think we can move and put it on our closets. Some stuff,
and I've definitely brought in my horizons.
Some stuff goes into ThredUp. She sends up in ThredUp boxes, and we cash in that way and buy better stuff to sell. So we've been getting product into the house slowly, but it's been coming in. So
we've been doing a lot of relisting, just to keep the algorithm gods happy. And I also went, and I know I posted this on Instagram, just Thrifty Flamingo on Instagram, and it was a little controversial. We have a local consignment store owner, and we did a video with her, Rachel's Quality Consignment in Litchfield, and shut down. I mean, of course, if that's non-essential, she can't just keep her through. And so they had all these small business loans that they offered for small businesses, and what she was offered wouldn't even have paid her rent.
I think it was months. Like $3,600 or something like that.
So I went there and I called her, and she lives right down the street from her own store. And I was like, would you, go when you're at your store and do a FaceTime with me, and we could go through your clearance rack? Because she does. She has like a markdown rack and like a $5 rack. And so, she FaceTimed with me. She was like, yes. And so then she was like, would you want to come pick it up? You could come view them. Only you will keep distance. And so she did. She opened up her shop just to me. It was kind of eerie because it's like, consignment shops aren't really huge, busy places simultaneously like a big thrift store would be, but you still feel life. It's like it kind of felt really like I shouldn't be here. Face mask and all, and she was behind the counter. But I helped out a small business who wasn't making anything, and she helped me to have stuff to list.
Yep.
And some people are like, you shouldn't have done that. But, we were completely safe about it. And it wasn't like she opened up the store for business. It was like she opened up her place for a friend. It was like a little bit different than just some random person.
Yeah.
So I still feel good about that decision. In Connecticut, they're saying May 20th.
May 20th for retail and outdoor restaurants. That's it. That's all that's opening on May 20th.
Let's talk about the sales.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the sales. Poshmark slowed down for us like crazy after everything shut down. We went from making $900 to $1,200 a week down to making about $200 to $400 a week, if that. The good news is it's been steadily building and it's definitely on the incline right now. We're coming back towards what we were doing back before this all happened. We're getting there. We're probably about
cross posting.
Yeah. Mercari has been heating up. Mercari's been going nuts for us.
Crazy, and I'm like, I'm not gonna look back, give horse in the mouth.
Yep.
So like the money is still.
And like, eBay's eBay. eBay is always going to be there.
But. eBay. We had an eBay store, and we had just a regular account where we would activate our cheap listings and free listings. I don't know why we did that, but we shut down the store. We don't have the eBay store anymore.
Yeah.
So we still list on eBay. It was more of a hassle. Like, think of what you will with eBay. We still use it, but we're not paying store subscriptions.
eBay is kind of fallen by the wayside right now with a lot of people. I think obviously it's still a very popular platform, but people are getting sick and tired of the BS that's on there.
And we used to sell big things. We used to sell like toys like Nerf, Legos, a lot of games and stuff. And not all of it was new, and it was all stated that way. But we were getting like the horror stories, like people returning stuff, and it's like, well, this didn't come with one of the 1,000 pieces, and it's like, how can you tell? You didn't even open it, just like BS returns on really like bulky, large items that now are sitting over here, and it's like, am I going to sit here and count through all this stuff? Just headaches for no reason. So
stuff that was in the box that they claim wasn't in the box when I shipped it out. Obviously, people are taking parts that they wanted and sending the rest of the shit back. So
we're just not. We're changing what we're selling on eBay.
Yeah.
Like if you return like a shirt to me, cool. But don't go taking apart like a 1979 bouncy ball. What was that, like big ball game? And take the ball out of it and then say the ball never came, but the ball was in there because that's the obvious part. And then tell me it wasn't there. So we're just changing. We're evolving.
Mercari I think Mercari is a great platform right now, and we're moving towards Mercari for our hard goods and clothing, and we're looking into that. And I think that's gonna make up the difference from what eBay was doing, and we don't have to worry about as much BS over there as you do on eBay. And obviously, you're still gonna get some, but eBay is just the horror stories I hear lately. It's just
looks like some people's states are opening up a little bit.
Yeah,
Beth had a salon. One client at a time. Haircut. Jason's wearing a hat. Let's talk about he won't let me cut it.
No, she's not cutting my hair.
He won't let me cut it. I'm like, and our friends,
oh, the fees are much better on Mercari. Yes. They really are, yeah.
Our friend's a hairdresser, and I was like, maybe we can just Zoom and she can help me cut your hair. Like, I think that would be fun. But he won't let me.
Do you know enough about Mercari to do some videos on?
Enough, but
people are looking for help on Mercari. Maybe we'll throw a couple of Mercari how-to videos up there down the road.
One thing that I know makes a big difference because I've tested it, and it's free shipping on Mercari. Now, free shipping, it's very similar to eBay with their first class. That's manageable. Other than that, we ship pirateship.com. Anything over than that, but since their fees are less. They're 10%, not 20%. I can work in that $4.99 free shipping. And sure, I make a tiny bit less because the price point's also a tiny bit lower. But I sold like a few of those things that they weren't moving on Poshmark from like the porch pickups. I got some random stuff in those porch pickups. But yeah, Mercari's been like, it's not as difficult as shipping with eBay because I know that hangs a lot of people
pirate ship's great, yeah.
But anything over that £1, anything over I use pirate ship. But yeah, if you factor in the free shipping, I think that made a big deal for all of our sales on Mercari.
Jody, you're right. Poshmark does do a great job with their everything they do. Really, they're very smooth. They have a well-oiled machine, and that's why they can command those higher fees, the double the fees. And I also love the fact that they take it out of your they take it out before you get cash out, so you don't have to worry about it at the end of the month and all that.
Yeah, so I've always liked that.
Mercari does that too, right?
Mercari does that too. Yep.
So.
And I always hated, let's see what we owe eBay. Or, the really, really, really big power sellers, they pay weekly, some of them. Like,
yeah.
So Michelle says, yes, I sell stuff I couldn't sell on Poshmark on Mercari too. I think different platforms, this is kind of common sense, but they all have a different audience. And so things are going to sell differently on different platforms, and that's why cross posting is important. I love Poshmark. I love you, Poshmark.
Guys, real quick. So we are back. We are back, by the way. We're going to be back for a while. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. And if you're watching us on the replay, that's awesome too. Definitely consider subscribing to our channel. Hit that thumbs up. We talk about Poshmark and reselling all the time. We're going to jump in on some Mercari videos as well. So we're going to try and hit everything we can. If you want to learn more about Poshmark and how we run a full-time business out of our house, click the link in the description to join on our email list. We'll send you a 6-part Poshmark workshop completely free, showing you how we run a full-time business right out of our house. It's an awesome resource. So if you haven't gotten it yet, jump on that list and check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
And we'll jump into questions. If you guys got questions for us, throw them in there. Personal, business, anything you want. Just throw them out there.
I'm liking it.
Elisa says, I had someone claim an INAD on a vintage Mickey Mouse and phone on Mickey Mouse land phone on Poshmark. Buyer said it had white stuff on the cord and thought was anthrax. I got it back in pieces of styrofoam. And it was pieces of styrofoam. Yeah. It's,
I'm sorry.
That is eBay.
I'm sorry, but ludicrous, right? Who said ludicrous? Someone set it up in the comments, and that's the word.
Jody, it's been varying. I would say we're shipping at a minimum 12 packages a week. At a maximum, we've hit I think our highest point was maybe at 15 to 20.
Now, the only thing that is
the dollar amounts have been actually a little higher sale-wise. I think people are paying more full price for stuff, which is cool. So we haven't been getting as many offers, and haven't sent out as many offers either, and we're still getting full price sales and all that.
So our average selling price is about the same before than after COVID, which is great. Because, Mercari does have a lot, less average selling price. So it's I'm happy that Poshmark kind of stayed even. I'm all about having less packages that have more money value to it. I always have been, stacks and stacks of packages are phenomenal. If you go to the bins and you get a 50-cent item and you sell that thing for $8 and you ship it and you slap a little label on it and you ship it out, you just make good money on that 50-cent item, and this is how sometimes you'll go on Instagram, you'll see people that have so many boxes, and it's that's so much work. And it's not that I'm not afraid to put in the work. I have had crazy boxes and, hours of just sitting there packing and shipping. But, with what it is, I'm happy that it's not worse. I'm happy I'm not getting 12 packages all worth $8.
Yeah, Michelle, we went to the bins right before this whole thing. That was the last spot
day.
We went sourcing. It was the
last
and
day they were open.
Last day they were open. We hit them just in time. We got enough product to get us through a month and made some good money off of it. There was good stuff we found there. We actually found some AG pants, some Adriana Goldschmied chinos, which sold for $65, I think, right? And obviously you paid less than a quarter for them, so that's a great flip right there. At probably, I think that those pants sold for what we paid for the entire
everything at the bins.
Everything at the bins. Yeah. Those pants were the one sale we needed to break even with the bins. So everything else was pure profit from that. So that was an amazing find for us that day that really boosted our
I found them.
process. Yeah.
I'm going to toot my own horn and say, I found it. You guys enjoying this? Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
See what you forget? I forgot. My bins is an hour from me, so I only get to go once a month. Hey, if that's, you got to make a pilgrimage to the bins. There's a lot of people that do that, if they're not close.
So you got a question, man. You want to talk a little bit about how relisting an item helps it sell?
So relisting it, if you have an item that has been sitting there for months and months and months and, little to no activity offer, if it hasn't sold, it's not going to. So by relisting it, it gets in the new listings category. So, and that's an automatic filter on Poshmark. So say you just listed a Lululemon hoodie. And how many people list Lululemon stuff? A lot, right? So Lululemon size 8 hoodie. A lot of them are going to come up. So when you list something brand new, you're at the top of the search rank. Now, the same thing happens when you share it. However, you're in the new arrivals category, just listed.
Yeah, so relisting puts you refreshes your listing. It puts you at the top of the list. More people are going to see it. It's going to translate to more sales for not just that listing, but more stuff in your closet, because most likely people that are looking at that one listing are going to go pop into your closet and see if there's anything else similar to that they can buy or bundle with. So it really helps generate business and momentum on Poshmark.
I used to be very, very strict about relisting. I had like a whole system, but now that I'm being forced to relist way more consistently because of COVID-19, it works. I sold something that was in my closet for like 2 years. So I've relisted, cross-listed.
Elisa, yeah, we're gonna plan on doing weekly lives again. We got to figure out the schedule.
But it's gonna be around now.
We're definitely, it's gonna be sometime during the day, and we'll let you know what day and give you enough time in advance to catch us live. But we're gonna be doing it during the days, during the week. Either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, most likely. So one of those days, and we're gonna pick a set time that's gonna work for us and you guys hopefully as well. And we'll put it out there and let you guys know. So safety precautions for thrifting during COVID. Just use your common sense. Wear gloves if you're in the thrift store. Wear a mask. Hand sanitize yourself. That's all anyone can really do is hand sanitizer, mask, gloves. Mm-hmm. Don't cough on people. Cover your mouth when you cough. All that good stuff.
We went to the bins
Wash your clothes when you get home. Wash those clothes right away when you get home. Leave them outside for 24 hours. That's what we've been doing. And then we bring them in and dump them right in the washing machine and wash them and get all that off. And once they're clean, you're good to go. So it's just really using common sense with this stuff right now. It's gonna be around for some time. So we got to get used to it.
Yep. We just have to learn to live a new normal.
Yeah.
In more ways than one, Oh, missed our lives. Yay, we're live. We missed it too.
Yeah, we did miss it. We missed all you guys. It's great to be back. Oh my God, we got 138 viewers and only 18 likes. You guys are enjoying this content. Hit that thumbs up button. Give us a thumbs up. In fact, we haven't done this in a while.
What's he doing? You started talking anyway.
See, we're at 19. If you guys can get to 50 likes, we will send you something to sell on Mercari. I got plenty of stuff in the garage that hasn't been listed yet. We'll send you something to sell on Mercari. We got lots of good stuff. So somebody next week will get picked out of our live to win something shipped to them that they can sell on Mercari because we love that platform, or eBay, or wherever else. It's going to be a non-Poshmark specific item because we're kind of out of clothing right now. But we'll get you something pretty cool. So we're gonna do a giveaway next week. Let's get to 50
all the
likes.
Stuff that we when we closed on the eBay store, not just the account. A lot of that, I was kind of copy and pasting in Mercari, but so much of it, and we know where it is. We know exactly what isn't listed, and it's at first it seems daunting, but hey, what else do we have to do?
Yeah,
right.
And we're gonna be here for another 5 minutes, so we got time to hit that button. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the show and you want to win something next week. We got more questions on the way, I'm hoping.
Look at the emojis. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Oh, you know what I miss?
What?
The baby going to the thrift stores.
The baby used to love going to the thrift stores. That's a shame. We're not gonna be able to bring him for some time now.
We haven't we were talking about it the other day and how much COVID-19 affected us. But you don't think about a little baby, but he used to love going into the shopping carts in the grocery stores. He'd smile and wave at people.
Yeah.
And and I'm like, dude, his little life has changed too.
Everyone's life has changed. You don't think about the kids. And obviously if you're a teacher like Elisa, you're thinking a little bit about what's going on with them and they're going through a major change.
Yeah.
But we take that for granted. We have been taking life for granted lately about all the stuff we can and can't do and can get out there and do. And it's just a real eye-opener to go through this situation where we're all in the same boat right now. And we really see how much we should stop taking life for granted in the future, because it's going to make a big difference. And it's going to be a new way of life once we get on the other end of this stuff. So.
2-year-old is missing socializing. I kind of feel because he's 15 months, Ty's 15 months. And, he has his cousins. He doesn't get to see his cousins.
Yep.
And, little kids at 15 months aren't all into let's go hang out, but they co-play together, and maybe it's gonna I hope it doesn't stunt his development.
We had a little social distance visit the other day. We all hung out in the backyard, sitting 6 feet apart, of course, and they were playing and loving it, and it's tough to keep the baby's social distance, but what are you gonna do?
His brother came over because he had to go to the DMV in our city to register his car, and he's like, there's no way I'm coming to your city and then not saying hi, you know. So that was really nice. It was hard not to go give everybody hugs.
Yeah.
You know, and hard to just, but it's a new normal, you know.
It's a big new normal. It's just we're getting used to it. We're all living through this together, and thank you guys. It's awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming back and tuning in. I know it's been 5 months and we haven't been there, and we apologize for that.
Oh, that's a good question. So, how much do you share others' items, and do you prioritize sharing your own closet first? So
definitely prioritize your own closet first. You want to get those shares done.
Our own closet sharing, like, so much. Like, if that's all we can do for the day, or you know, we're on it, not the VA. Yeah, we're just gonna like share our closet. I do community shares.
I usually don't. I'm bad at it.
You always have been. You always has been. Yeah, like at the Posh party at night. He's in bed, Tiberius is in bed, and because it's 10 p.m.
in
Connecticut, the Posh party.
And I'm the early riser, she's the late riser, so I go to bed early and get up early.
By the time I'm done sharing the entire closet, if I'm on the task, you know, then I'll just go into the feed and poke, share here, share there.
Yeah.
I'm not like share, but you know, I'm like, oh, that's cute, share that. I might do 10, I might do 50, might be like 3 days in between community shares, but I get them in. I think it's important for the community, and I think it definitely does not hurt the algorithm, because Poshmark wants you to be social.
All right, so we're going to open it up for a couple more minutes of questions, so get your questions in. It's last call right now. If you have a question, throw it in the feed. And we will get to it. Guys, if you've enjoyed this show, definitely hit that thumbs up. We didn't hit 50, but we'll still do a giveaway anyway. It's not a big deal. We'll give something away next week. Yeah. I love giving stuff away, so we're going to do it anyway. So this is, again, we're going to be trying to go live every week, and we should be able to do that, no problem. If you guys have a specific topic you want us to cover on Poshmark or otherwise, anything like that, leave it in the comment after this video is up and aired, and we'll take a look at those comments later, and we'll come and we'll try and do some of your topics for a live talk.
Because that's one thing, like the live stream chat goes bye-bye.
Yeah, it goes bye.
It goes away. Stories and videos. Oh yeah, Poshmark has a new feature. It's very similar to Instagram stories, but you can you know, post yourself in an outfit and then actually link. Like you tap on the shirt and then it'll bring you to the listing in your closet for sale. So I could see that being good. Personally, you will not get me modeling Jack. You will not get me putting on clothes and being like, look at my cute outfit of the day. Not my thing. Never has been.
All right, Joan Kelly's got an interesting question. When I'm stranded out of state from my inventory, I'm thinking of activating 25 items I have with me or that I've gathered or created. Is it a good idea to activate a few with most not available? What do you think about that?
If you can ship them, list them. You know, you're in a very unique situation where you're kind of separated from
everything,
all of your business, your inventory. But yeah, if you have it in your possession and you're able to, if that item sells, pack it, ship it easy, why not?
Yep.
Right? Why not?
We are sourcing from not Instagram. What am I saying? Instagram for? We're sourcing from Poshmark and eBay when we find stuff. We're also getting stuff from ThreadUp. We did the neighborhood post, so we've gotten clothes coming into us that way. We're getting sporadic things from time to time. It's really hard to get your hands on a good haul, but we're getting stuff to carry us through this time until the thrift store's open and we can really go and get that $500, $1,000 buy again. It's going to put us back into the big time black.
There's another YouTube who models her clothes for sale. I swear that every one of her photos shows her belly button. I would not sell a thing if my belly button was out. Oh no. If you've got to flaunt it, like I see some really cute modeled things. There's some people, like especially like on Instagram and on Poshmark, because they'll show it, it's my listing. I can't do that. Like, okay, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. But if you can, and you're comfortable with it, and you can get good photos, yeah, people do like to see how things fit.
Yep.
And see.
Just beware. There's a lot of creeps on Poshmark.
will you model these shoes for me? How much have they been worn?
In fact, I was scrolling through the feeds the other day, and I saw this chick advertising used panties for sale. And people were buying them.
No.
So she was one of those. Who was it? It was one of those random Insta famous chicks from like
I don't know
some hip hop show way back in the day. I think her name was Britannia. And everybody is begging on her to send them used panties and it's stuff like that to get sold on Poshmark. It's just weird. So there are a lot of creeps out there that don't want to do a lot of creepy things. So if you're going to start modeling your own clothes, be prepared for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
With that dirty and disturbing note, it's time to end this here.
It's time to go.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We've had a great time. We'll let you know towards the end to the beginning of next week when we're coming back again. I'm gonna
try to schedule the video like we did this one.
Yeah, 2 days out, so you have enough time to know.
So click that bell notification.
And again, if you're new here, definitely subscribe to our channel. We're gonna go live again weekly, and we talk about Poshmark and reselling. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't gotten on our email list, what are you in for? We got an awesome 6-part Poshmark workshop that we send you for free, showing you how we run a Poshmark business out of our house full time. It's an awesome resource. It's free for you guys just for clicking the link and jumping on our email list. You are going to get emails from us time to time that's going to show you what's been going on with us and what we're going to be up to in the future. So definitely get on that list. You won't regret it. That being said, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Car salesman in a past life.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. You have a great day. We'll see you next week.
You sounded like